Hello everyone, welcome to another lesson in qualitative research method. Today we will be focusing on case study research. I am Patricia Claire D. Dagley, MA in Reading Education. This is part 1. In this presentation, we will be answering 3 essential questions. 1. What is case study? 2. Why should we use it? And third, what are the types of case study designs? Let's have the first question. What is case study? Its definition and background. Case study research is useful to employ when there is a need to obtain an in-depth appreciation of an issue, event, or phenomenon of interest in its natural real-life context. It is an established research design that is used extensively in a wide variety of disciplines, particularly in social sciences. It is sometimes referred to as naturalistic design. Moreover, case study research, as defined by Creswell 2013, is a qualitative approach in which the investigator explores a real-life contemporary bounded system or a case, or multiple bounded systems or cases over time through detailed, in-depth data collection involving multiple sources of information, examples, observation, interviews, audiovisual material, and documents, and reports a case description in case themes. Moving on, these are the experts' views on case study. According to Yin 2009, a case study research involves the study of a case within real-life, contemporary context or setting. Stake, on the other hand, 2005, states that case study is not a methodology, but a choice of what is to be studied, such as a case within a bounded system, bounded by time and place. Moreover, Denzin and Lincoln, 2005, states that case study is a strategy of inquiry. Miriam, 1998, says that case study is a methodology. And Yin, 2009, says that case study is a comprehensive research strategy. So these are the experts' views on case studies. Case study is widely used in social sciences. The case study approach is familiar to social scientists because of its popularity in psychology, like that of Freud, medicine in case analysis of a problem, law in case law, and political science in case reports. This slide shows the case study overview, or case study in a nutshell. So let's begin with the case study focus. A case study develops an in-depth description and analysis of a case or multiple cases. In terms of type of problem best suited for design, in case study, it provides an in-depth understanding of a case or cases. In discipline background, case study draws from psychology, law, political science, and medicine. In addition, in terms of unit of analysis, case study is studying an event, a program, an activity, or more than one individual. In terms of data collection forms, case study is using multiple sources, such as interviews, observations, documents, and artifacts. In data analysis strategies, case study is analyzing data through description of the case and themes of the case, as well as cross-case themes. And in terms of written report, case study is developing a detailed analysis of one or more cases. Now, on the last part of case study in a nutshell, the general structure of the study. Case study usually begins with an entry vignette to be followed by introduction, and that includes problem, questions, case study, data collection, analysis, and outcomes. Third is the description of the case or cases and its or their context. Fourth part is the development of issues. Fifth, detail about selected issues. Sixth are the assertions. And lastly, the closing vignette. This is adopted from Stake 1995, as cited in Creswell 2013. So those are the definition and background of case study research. Now let's move on to the second question. Why should you use case study? And that involves developing educational case studies. Let's find out. What are case studies used for? According to Yin 2009, case studies can be used to explain, describe, or explore events or phenomena in the everyday contexts in which they occur. This can, for example, help to understand and explain causal links and pathways resulting from a new policy, initiative, or service development. In contrast to experimental designs, which seek to test a specific hypothesis through deliberately manipulating the environment, like, for example, in a randomized controlled trial, giving a new drug to randomly selected individuals and then comparing outcomes with controls, the case study approach lends itself well to capturing information on more explanatory, like how, what, and why questions, such as how is the intervention being implemented on the received on the ground. The case study approach can offer additional insights into what gaps exist in its delivery or why one implementation strategy might be chosen over another. This in turn can help develop or refine theory. Another use of case study is in education that most of us can relate to as a teaching tool. Many students learn better using real-life examples. Am I right, teachers? And case studies can be an effective way to learn in the classroom. Case studies have a history of being used in business schools, law schools, medical schools, and other master programs. These cases can come in different forms with some basic questions, like what would you do questions, and some being very detailed and requiring data analysis. A case is basically a story. A case recounts events or problems in a way that students can learn from their complexities and ambiguities. The students can learn from the original participants in the case, whether it is business people, doctors, or other professionals. The students are able to take over a case and dissect key information in order to find solutions to the problems. And this allows students to be able to, number one, determine pertinent information. Number two, identify the problem and its parameters. Number three, identify possible solutions. Number four, form strategies and ideas for actions. And five, make decisions to fix the problems. So those were the uses of case study. Now let's have the third question. What are the types of case study designs? And I will be presenting the types of qualitative case studies. The types of qualitative case studies are distinguished by the size of the bounded case, such as whether the case involves one individual, several individuals, a group, an entire program, or an activity. They may be also distinguished in terms of intent of the case analysis. And there are three variations exist in terms of intent. First one is the single instrumental case study. Second, the collective or multiple case study. And third, the intrinsic case study. And let's find out how these three differ from each other. Again, these are the types of qualitative case studies in terms of intent. Let's have first the single instrumental case study. Single instrumental case study uses a particular case, some of which may be better than the other, to gain a broader appreciation of an issue or phenomenon. In a single instrumental case study, according to Stake 1995, the researcher focuses on an issue or concern and then selects one bounded case to illustrate this issue. And for collective or multiple case study, which is the second type of qualitative case study, this involves studying multiple cases simultaneously or sequentially in an attempt to generate a still broader appreciation of a particular issue. In a collective case study or multiple case study, the one issue or concern is again selected, but the inquirer selects multiple case studies to illustrate the issue. The researcher might select for study several programs from several research sites or multiple programs within a single site. Often, the inquirer purposefully selects multiple cases to show different perspectives on the issue. According to Yin 2009, he suggests that the multiple case study design uses the logic of replication, in which the inquirer replicates the procedures for each case. And that is collective or multiple case study. The third type of qualitative case study is intrinsic case study. This is typically undertaken to learn about a unique phenomenon. The researcher should define the uniqueness of the phenomenon, which distinguishes it from all others. The intrinsic case study, in which the focus is on the case itself, because the case presents an unusual or unique situation. This resembles the focus of narrative research, but the case study analytic procedures of a detailed description of the case set within its context or surroundings and still hold true. So these are the three types of qualitative case studies in terms of content. Again, the first one is single instrumental case study. The second one is collective or multiple case study. And third, the intrinsic case study. I hope that you learned from me today, and that was the first part of the lesson case study research. Thank you for watching. I hope this short presentation was able to help you get to know the case study research. And that ends part one of case study research presentation. Again, I am Patricia Claire Dagley, MA in Reading Education. Here are the references I use in this presentation. Thank you, everyone.